What is going on, guys? We are back with another video today, and we're doing another rebuild on Madden 21. This one was a nightmare. I think everything is set as well as it can be. I don't know if there was anything we forgot. I had people in chat trying to entertain themselves somehow. I don't know how they did it. They are better than I. They must be watching some other streamer in the background, because it took us very long to get all the contracts right, all the players right. Some of the overalls are going to be a little bit bad because they're going to be based on Madden. This is going into the draft with almost about as updated a draft picks you can get. We'll show you guys the team. So I think it was like a 77 overall before we started making plays. Cam Newton is 75. I guess is fair the way they played last season. Sony Michel is starting running back. I mean, they paid some money. I think also, actually, we're going to raise Nelson Aguilar to an 81 overall star, I suppose. 81 overall star, because I just feel like it's worthy. Nelson Aguilar actually kind of reminds me of Jeromepkr. Once upon a time, high drop receiver for the Eagles, turned out to be pretty solid. I think all of this is fair to me. I like it. I think J.C. Jackson should be a higher overall, though. But I'm not going to argue that. That's fine. But let's see how much money we have. Oh, we're broke. Nice. We're negative 16 mil. Is that what the real-life Patriots... Now we're talking about the Eagles because of Nelson Aguilar. Is this like what the real-life Patriots are in? I may trade him, honestly. I'm going to say no. I like Isaiah Wynn a lot, but the contracts they signed honestly points towards him being traded. I run track, so I know I hope I'm faster than Brady. Yeah, Brady's an old man, too. I mean, I do like him. But yeah, Isaiah Wynn's not... So they actually have a set line in general. This could be the year. They could actually make a play. Sony Michel's name, not a hope in the world that we would give him an option. Patrick Surtain at 15 is not the most unrealistic thing in the world. Do we trade JC as well? JC and Gilmore. Is that what we're doing here? All right, so we made the crazy blockbuster trade. It's leaning towards the Patriots trading Gilmore in real life, and that's what we're going to do here. Gilmore, a 4th-round pick, and a 7th for 16 and 49. Screw it, we're going to take Surtain, best available. 76 overall, hidden development trait, looks pretty damn good. Number 2 corner. And we get 16, but it doesn't mean we can't trade back, right? I want Barmore, but I also don't... I think we can get more. I'm going to go to 21, 22. All right, so even though I didn't want to trade J.C. Jackson, it looks like there's a very good chance that Gilmore and J.C. are out in New England, considering the contract they paid Jalen Mills, who it just seems like a cornerback number. Like they have the safety. I wouldn't say safety talent, but they have enough talent at safety to not pay a guy like Jalen Mills a 4-year 24. So I think that makes sense. All right. We may lose Barmore here, but I think the Patriots are a classic trade-down team. So we do trade up, technically, to get pick 16, but it's only to get best value out of Gilmore. The Cardinals are making a run this year. They're trying to. It made sense. That's the trade. Kadarius does fall, so we're going to risk it on Christian Barmore. 74 overall hidden. I thought he was star, but I was not 100% sure. Looks to be a starter out the gate. See, the thing is, we got pick 1 from the Jaguars, so we're hoping one of the wide receivers is still there. I think we're taking Rondale. So I kind of would expect Rondale to maybe be like anywhere from pick 22 to maybe 28 or 9. But he's still here. The draft could shake up any way possible. We're going to take Rondale Moore as our kind of slot wide receiver guy. Hidden development trade, blazing speed, injury concern, and toughness concern, obviously, but overall, that's a dub. That's a dub. Tampa looking good. I'm taking Tampa's. Of course, I didn't think it was going to matter that we kind of messed up the sim. We get 1 less pick. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. Ooh, blanked name. And, of course, they win with that pick. We know for a fact that's a very good pick. We also have pick 17 here. We ballin'. 2nd-round pick. We should just take him now then. We're going to take Chuba Hubbard. I think the Patriots would look to draft running back high. Maybe this is a little too high, but they added value by trading down, trading some talent away. We're going to take this player, Mr. Chuba Hubbard, who has normal development traits, but I think should be the projected day 1 starter. Sony Michel has kind of been the number 2-ish guy, right? Like he's been a complimentary back more than a starter. But Mr. Hubbard, we're going to take the linebacker. Need the coverage linebacker. I do want Nasir, and we have dropped him down. You know what? We're going to take Hamza, and we're going to see what we want to do with him. 70 overall, normal, unfortunately, but you could see, has the potential to play linebacker. Blockshed's pretty solid, good speed, decent hit power, and, you know, he's got the size. I think we make this play. N'Keal Harry. All right. I don't think the Patriots are working on N'Keal Harry anymore. Trill. I do like Trill. He's very raw, but I like the combine grade, obviously. Tony Fields could still be a guy you draft. Kellen Mond isn't needed. Well, we're going to take Baron Browning as well. Pick 22. Hidden development, 69 overall. Starting middle linebacker, starting one of the linebackers starting, and then Hamza is just going to be backup for now. We're going to take Trey Hill as the backup. I don't think he has good dev, but he has a lot of potential. He's young, decent, skills. Maybe a bit of a high pick, but a good backup. Gives us some peace of mind. Trill Williams we're going to take. Late 6th, 66 overall. Potential. Will he be anything? I don't know. And we're going to take Chrisman. I know this guy is hidden, but it's a punter. I know the other guy that's superstar at kicker, but I think kicker means more than punter, so I just kind of left it. For next rebuild, we're going to do a class that is just completely random. If it's terrible, it's terrible. It's not, it's not. I believe Surtain may be superstar. Barmore, I think, is star. Rondale could be superstar, but I think star. Browning, I would assume star. And then the punter, I believe, is superstar. All right, all of this long process, we finally got the team in order. Everything's good to go. This is what the roster looks like for year 1. I don't know if this is what the roster is going to look like in real life for the Patriots. There's no real guarantee that Cam even starts for the Patriots this upcoming season. Kind of depends on what they aim for in the draft. Mac Jones could be the starter for all we know. We don't know who's going to go anywhere. Patriots might just trade the whole house to get one of the top 4 in the top 10, but I don't see that, so we'll see. Of course, the 2 tight ends in there. Jonnu looks to be the projected starter, though, with the money they gave him and the fact that he was the first priority, but who knows, I suppose, day 1. Henry just has the overall because of Madden. O-line looks great. Defense, cornerbacks look vastly different. You know, going from potentially the best, maybe the top 2 cornerback tandem to definitely not the top 2, but you do save money. You do get value. Barmore at defensive tackle number 1 looks to be a very nice player for us. And then we got some linebacker issues because they're all old. Safety's interesting. It's an interesting roster, to say the least. I would project a 7-9 record. In real life, probably better than that. All right, so we have some re-signings. Of course, Trent Brown restructured to a 1-year deal, so it's more, hey, you do what you want with me. I think Trent Brown easily gets paid. Probably more than that, right? Probably more than that. Isaiah Wynn, that's a tough one because I feel in real life, that might not be a contract they take. That may not be a contract they take on. It's hard to believe that Devin McCourty would ever not be a Patriot, but I think this is the season. Same with Dante Hightower. I think he would also be a guy that would be let go here. And then as far as everyone else goes, Cam, if he plays well, gets a re-signing. Adrian Phillips gets let go for sure. Sony Michel, I think, gets let go. But Isaiah Wynn, I think the Patriots do value O-line. Everyone values O-line, but I think they value O-line more than anyone. So I think they pay Wynn the 4-year, 50-some mil. I think that's a good deal. I think it's good. Into the playoffs, and we miss at 9-7. This is some scammeroni. Of course, we do beat the Texans, so I believe we have a decent pick off them. I can't remember exactly what it is. Maybe it is a 4th round. Maybe it's a 2nd. I don't know. But we miss at 9-7. That is harsh. That is so harsh. But this is the life we live. Of course, started off the season really rough, and then we had a couple of losses at the end. But it be what it be. The division leader is the Bills at 10-6. I think there's 2 10-win teams in the AFC East next season. The Dolphins, that's really rough. That would be a bit of a shocker. And this is why it's so hard for me to do these types of rebuilds or anything to do with Cam Newton, because Cam Newton's at that age, especially, and not even just that age, but at that point of his career where it's not over. It's not over. He has a shot still. But do I expect him to put up these types of numbers? I don't. But I don't know what to do. This is why I'm kind of glad I'm streaming this, because I might need a poll here, as Rondale Moore had himself a year and gets himself probably to superstar. And Nelson Aguilar with a nice season as well. Kendrick Bourne was pretty good too. I mean, this is pretty much a win for free agency, right? Johnny was really solid. Hunter Henry, a little bit of an L, but it's Madden Sim. You know, it is what it is. Duggar should go to star. Dante Hightower, good, but I mean, I think it's time to move on. Matthew Judon, speaking of, 6 sacks. That's not terrible because we don't know what the pressures are. We were just talking about that's the one stat thing they need to add. Jalen Mills, 4 picks. Hey, I'm sorry. We're making fun of the contract. I'm sorry, okay? Washer. Yeah, we might need to start that rookie kicker sooner than later. Josh Allen is the MVP of the league. Cam Newton at number 6 for MVP. Awards. Obviously, Lawrence was going to win it all for the Offensive Rookie of the Year award. And then here's Defensive Rookie of the Year award. We got a couple of guys on the list, at least. Cam, number 4 for quarterback. Running back just knocking out. Oh, Hubbard is number 10. Okay, I mean, that's not really proving anything, but yeah. Rondale at 4. O-line, surprisingly, no one on the list. D-line, Winovich. Linebacker, nobody. DB, Mills at 4. And then kicker, not a hope. The Chargers and the Seahawks in the bowl of soup. Get some crackers. The Chargers win. All right, so we might have some dev ups here, which we probably do see Cam go to dev. So the overall consensus, now hate me, love me, whatever. I mean, you're not going to love me for it. But the vote was to re-sign Cam and bump him to an 84 overall. Yeah, I'm all about it. We're going to sign Cam to a 2-year deal worth probably something around 45 mil. So we re-signed Cam to a 2-year 43, was it? I think it was, which is obviously massive for him to turn it around like that. Dante Hightower is going to be let go. Same with Sony Michel. Devin McCourty looks to retire. And everyone else, I think we're going to be letting go. Yeah, if he was that high, he would be like in the 90s, especially for Madden. But I think an 84 is fair. At first, I was like, that's a little high, but no. Of course, we're going to use that upgrade point because we wanted to go to 84, not 85, technically. He gets a throw power. Of course, here we have the free agency, and man, there are some names. Devontae, Aaron Jones, JJ Watt, obviously in real life wouldn't be here. Available funds, Jesus. Same with Aaron Jones, obviously. Wyatt Teller would be a great name. We don't need him, though. I mean, as far as a contract in here goes, I don't think there is one. You know? Do we offer him? 4-year? 4-year 8. If he takes it, he takes it. He doesn't, he doesn't. Not really much more we can do. We could use a backup, like 70-something overall corner. Actually, I think we did offer a Guidry. All right, so we do get a star development safety. I think we paid him a 4-year deal. I have no idea where he came from, but he's going to be our new starting free safety. Obviously, early first. Mid. That guy looks good. I know he's not really a edge rusher, but that guy looks good. Dwayne Pinkston. Literally the greatest athlete of our generation. You got to trade up to 10. It's going to cost us, but he can play any position. Yeah, there we go. Jaws Uche, pick 18 and 71 for 10. Of course, Uche used to be a pick 60. Didn't really get much of a starting chance, so New York will obviously plug and play him right out the gate. Was there any other players? Because I would be sad if we let... Wow, there is some corners, though. Man, are those corners looking good. But even though this pointer guy is an absolute god and Woodyard is a can't miss, you can't pass up on the greatest combine of all time, Dwayne Pinkston. And he's only a 73 overall. He's only 73. Also, that speed is way lower. He should have been like an 87, 88 overall. He's still really, really, really good. Wait, I didn't look at the bench press. What was his bench? Was his bench actually bad? I did not look at his bench, actually. You can't pass up the greatest generational talent ever. This guy's like clowny but fat. You know? Like, it's just impossible to pass. Was that... No, that actually is kind of fair. Pick 50 and pick 114 for 38 to take a linebacker that looks really good. Can't wait for him to be bad. I already said it. I would have expected this guy to be a 74 overall, no less. Could be 78, though. 71? Bro, we're selling. I mean, there's not much we can do as EA draft. It's not a bad player, obviously, but really? I mean, those are like can't-miss players. All right, we trade 2/5 this and pick 82 for basically a wide receiver that could be a hero pick. This could be anything, though. This could be hidden. This could be normal development. Could be a bust. I mean, I don't know. We're going to go for him, though. And 71 overall normal. That's a win. That's a win considering it's the 3rd round. Yeah, I'm pretty decent juke ability, too. Tall as hell. Young. That's a good player. Let's go and trade both of these picks away for early 5ths or late 4ths. All right, so didn't really like what Hubbard was able to bring to the table. Matt Poe looks like a really talented player. Let's see what we get. 74 overall normal. 66 normal. Of course, a guy you could 100% build up. Really good strength. Would be one of the strongest running backs in the league. This is literally like A.J. Dillon, but you didn't sell and take him in the 2nd round. You know, you took him in the 4th, where it's like, okay, fair enough. Middle linebacker Keyshawn Boyd, 65 overall normal. I do want to see the guys we missed, because there was other options. corners. Kevin Horn, another guy, 64 overall normal. We are selling. I mean, obviously, the drafts are like 90% normal, but it'd be what it be. Mason Logan, kicker. Best player of the draft. Obviously, that really fast player is all right. All right, so we didn't land a single hit in, of course. The draft wasn't bad, but for a rebuild, it's not great, right? Joseph Mercer. They took a middle linebacker, pick 1. That is strange. Ooh, hit a development tackle in the top 3. That's crazy. Dan Baker, superstar. What a win. That's a win. Normal. They almost took another Chase Young. And he's really good. He's just normal. So, no X factor. Normal. Normal. Hidden. Ooh, this guy looked good. 72 catching on top of it. Probably only going to be star, but, you know. Yeah, a superstar left tackle. Not like EA at all. Superstar corner, not bad. Kind of crazy. There was a lot of good corners in this class. Normal, but still good. Like, looks like an old man from, like, the... Not old man, but looks like a guy from the like 70s or 80s. Pinkston, obviously, we know his development. Massey, hidden development. James Woodyard. This was the guy that I thought was the most can't miss of the players we had on the board, other than our left end, but, of course, normal. There's another guy, Charles, normal. Pointer, I thought would be really good overall, which he was. Kind of reminds me of some of the old drafts, but, of course, another normal. Kramer, normal. Andrew Malone, normal. Chamberlain, normal. Mike Johnson, normal. Peoples is normal. Hidden for Schmidt, but he's 6'1" as a pass rusher, which is just disgusting. Yeah, we get it. The draft sucks. Y'all get Superstar X Factors in your all draft? Yeah. And then there's usually at least one Superstar X Factor every 2 drafts. All right, so we have some re-signings. Chase Winovich is one of them. I don't like it. Damian Harris, probably should have gave him a shot. Too late. I mean, we got to pay a cornerback sometime, right? We're not going to just trade them all off. 2-year, 19.5 for Jonathan Jones is totally worth it. Nelson Aguilar, I don't know how his season's doing. Let's take a look real quick. Nelson Aguilonius. That's halfway through the season. That's technically better than last season, so I don't know. 3-year 21's not bad, but he would have to be almost guaranteed to go to Superstar for me to pay that, so I don't think so. Kyle Van Noy to the fish with you. I don't even know what that means. Chase Winovich is not bad. He hasn't played well though, right? Let's take a look. Stop it, please. I'm trying to see Clay Matthews over here. Yeah, he's played good enough to get a 2-year 19, I think. So, Season 2 did not go at all as planned, as we go 5-11. You know, some would say that's a bad season. But I would say it's a really bad season, as we just didn't do well. If Cam Newton sucks, we're dropping it. We're dropping that overall, boy. And Cam Newton was decent enough. I think he's good enough to hold his overall. I mean, it wasn't his fault. Running game just sucks ace, and the defense just doesn't know who they are. I think that's the main issue here. I will say Hunter Henry has just not been worth the money, but that's Madden talking. Obviously, he would have more of an impact. It's just, what can we do? It's just, we have the Patriots scheme and all that, and it's just not, he's not performing. Pinkston, 6 sacks isn't bad for a guy that technically wasn't even a starter. Judon had 7. I mean, the numbers were terrible. Picks were meh. Mason Logan, who was technically the best kicker, which is why we let him be the starter, kind of didn't do well. As far as awards go, at best, we get Rookie of the Year on defense, but even then, I wouldn't put too much into it. And number 2 and 3, interesting. Yeah, I don't imagine getting a single award at that. I think really the way this rebuild is going, it's like pretend that the moves the Patriots did, some of the moves the Patriots did are good for Madden, and then once it's realistic enough to release them, then we do the things we want to. That's basically it. All right, so the Colts win the Super Bowl. I believe that is a team that we have a draft pick from. I don't remember, but 79 overall, entering year 3. This is going to be a great night to finish this rebuild. I am so stoked. As far as upgrading goes, no dev-ups, unfortunately. Looking at the defensive side of things, Judon did go to Superstar, and I believe that to be the only dev-up on the entire squad. The squad sold, simply put. This is not a good one. The grind continues. The rest of this will be a non-stream version, so I don't know how that's going to change anything for you guys, but it changes for me because now I'm a little more chill, but I'm a little more tired because we just got done streaming for 4 hours on twitch.tv/Jeromepkr, and now the grind continues. As far as re-signings go for this disappointing 5-11 season team is, I mean, quarterback seems fine. Cam Newton seemed like he was really good again. I just don't know what else. So Kyle Vinoy, sorry, too old. Nelson, too old. Even though he played okay. Damian Harris, like we said, we kind of wasted him. I think we just re-signed some of the backups, you know, in the back there, and then you let Chandler Cox go because fullback's easy to get, and he wants a lot for a fullback that, you know, is okay. Heading into free agency with the main need being... Ooh... I'm going to take a look at some of our linemen because that is a bit of a name. You don't usually see a guy like him in there, and especially with not many offers, aka none. But one of our biggest needs, if not the biggest need, is a linebacker of some sort. Rashawn Gary kind of fits this team better than most. I'd actually probably be looking to give this man a 5-year $50. I don't know if I'd go any higher than that, though. I don't think he played super well. He is a decent player, but only normal. He hasn't really played super well, so... I think Rashawn Gary is someone we may target here. Sean Murphy Bunting would be a decent name too, but I think we can easily solve corner as we already have our number one corner in Surtain. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if I want to pay that much for Eric McCoy. I don't know. Like Eric McCoy is great and all, but I think Nate Davis, we can kind of get the same thing out of him. Like similar thing out of him for a lot cheaper, like half the price. Surprisingly enough, we actually got Rashawn Gary in a 5-year 50, which is actually kind of a W. And then Eric McCoy was maybe a 5, same money, like 3 or 36, but 5 years instead. Math is hard, okay? So we also get Danny Shelton back over here as, you know, kind of a safety precaution. Same with Bobby Evans. Evans is a little bit on the lower side, though. Now we are at pick 9. We're going to move to pick 6 no matter what because we can't trade up super, super high. But there is a clear-cut number 1 in our mind. I will say this is a terrible, terrible draft class without a doubt. However, there is a very good player that, I mean, we always bring that name up. Mr. Chase Young. Gives me Chase Young vibes for sure. It's not these guys. It's this guy, Jonathan Decker. He's a mid-first. We have picked 9. He's an early first talent. That just looks like a Chase Young clone. I always say Chase Young because the speed and excel is almost always the exact same. And, you know, the power or finesse is like 85, and then they're an X Factor, which is pretty, Chase Young clone, at least for the way they made him as a rookie. There also is this really good running back, and our running back situation is kind of iffy. This guy looks like a power back, in my opinion. So, I mean, I'm thinking maybe we even trade up for this Jonathan Decker. You could go with Rhodes as well, Abdul Rhodes, who's really good too. I'm just kind of hoping one of them goes before, well, maybe not one of them, but I'm hoping one of them is there still. Please, Cardinals. They took a right end. Maybe that was the better of the two. I don't know. But Jonathan Decker, 100% is my guy. He is looking pretty good. 76 overall hidden. I don't think pass rusher was the biggest need on this team, but you can't pass up what appears to be a potential, once again, Chase Young clone. Now, that running back is likely going to be gone, but let's take a look. Maybe he's there. Running back is still there. Oof, that is tough to pass. I think you got to trade up, right? Like, there's just no chance you don't. It's just impossible not to. Dante Collins just looks way too good to pass. We going to Philly. We actually kind of save a little bit. We give them 73 and David Andrews for 33. David Andrews was a hit of about 4, saved 3 in the end. But overall, the main importance is that we will land Dante Collins. He's got to be a good player. Normal development, but 76 overall. This is exactly the back we were looking for. Stamina is a bit of an issue here, but 100% the back we're looking for. And we may even trade Chuba Hubbard off with like a 5th-round pick if we're lucky. But this guy looks very good. Looks like one of those guys that just dominates. And how high is late second? I think you have to take... Ooh, that wide receiver looks good too. I don't want another, I don't want another guy like that, though. Like another slot type. This guy looks very good in the 5th. I don't know. Either way, we're going to go to pick 9. We may take the center. Kind of depends on what we need. I don't know. Let's take a look at our O-line. See if they have to get paid soon. So Wynn, no matter what we want to do, he's locked up for good. Onwenu is a guy we do need to replace. I'd like to pay him, but I don't know if I can. And then Shaq Mason looks like he needs a contract here. So Yeah, we got 2 potential re-signs, and we may let one or both go. If that fast slot wide receiver is there, which he's not, I would have probably taken him, but he's not. So I think we're going to risk it on a center that is going to be normal development trade. Thomas Rogers. 72 overall normal development trade. Looks great. It's Madden TA. They didn't think very hard when it came to hidden development linemen or ways to upgrade them. They kind of just said, yeah. Now, we desperately need wide receiver. Is this guy the hero of the day? I don't know. But what we're going to be doing is trading up to the Giants because I do not want to risk this guy anymore. We don't have a replacement for Nelson Aguilar. Sorry for Ryman. I'm just a god. Kevin Newton's still here, right? Yes, he is. We need a replacement now, so we will be trading for a guy now. And that may be a high trade, but I don't care. And I do care. I'm sad that I did that, but here we are. Garrison Pinckney. Come on, buddy. 71 overall normal, but a decent bit of potential. Super young, maybe the number 2 or 3. Not number 2. I mean, maybe, because obviously Rondale crushes it in the slot, but I mean, not the worst pick in the world. He's all right. And then this guy's hard to pass on. That 40 time is blazing for a linebacker, but I'm not trading up for anyone else. I am going to take whoever's here, or we trade down. And the middle linebacker is there. Billy Vaughn, got to take him. Too fast not to. 68 overall, 90 speed, 89 excel, 83 jump, really good, or 80 jump, 83 excel, agility. But that catching, that's such an L. Good hit power, but yeah, it's a bit of an L there. Can't be mad for a late 4th, though. I'd say in a user league, he probably doesn't make it out of the first round, just because you can develop like any fast guy. So you're kind of banking on that catching, but you can't get it always. Cam Schilling, best of luck to us. Normal dev. And we already have enough developmental players as is, so we're going to trade to the Seahawks for a 6th round next year. We did land one hidden, the pass rusher. I don't know if there was anyone else. I guess I kind of want to see the wide receiver, just because I think we did have a chance, but we just, didn't make the play. Jonathan Decker, right end. I don't know what position he'll play for us, but hidden development, he is an X factor. So, yeah, obviously worth the pick. I guess 95. I feel like he should be like in the 50s. We don't have those numbers. Sweet. Of course, Dante Collins looks like a starter out the gate, too. Not a bad draft, just a couple of hiddens that weren't great. Decker was obviously great, though. What about the DT? Look at all the DNs, though. DN. Tyler Allen, they sold hard with that pick. Ja Wilkins. Yo, there's a lot of normals here. We actually kind of got lucky there. Almost took the DT, but obviously didn't need to. Still a really good player, though. Strickland. I mean, look at all the normals. And here is the fast slot wide receiver. Hidden development trade. He has aggro catch and possession. Aggressive in possession as a 5'9". Very interesting. Run after the catch? No? Really? And he had star. I mean, he's a good pick, but I like the players we had. It's just, as long as the lineman would have been hidden, that would have been great, but he wasn't, so that's really like the one false step, but it's a lineman. Drafting lineman is always an L. Jack Mason, he's on a contract year, still very good and still could play like 4 more seasons or so. He's going to be traded to the Ravens for pick 95 and Taylor. Definitely a W for them. W for us because we're saving a little bit of money and we still have starters there. Our center moved to a 74 overall guard, which is a win. Could always move Eric McCoy to guard if we want, which we're about to literally right now. And so, I mean, it's a good trade. All right, going into year 3, we're still only an 80 overall. We do have probably some upgrade points like Rondale Moore. Still going to be the number 2/3 because he isn't built to be a number 1 guy at 5'9", tiny as hell. But maybe, I mean, if we can't find someone else in the future, we're just going to slap him at number 1, let him do it all. But as of right now, this is what the team looks like. I want Pinkston to be the starter over Winovich, but Winovich has got the 2-year, and it just makes sense. But yeah, this is pretty much the roster. Rashawn Gary, hopefully primed to get star. It would be clutch, but who freaking knows? All right, so we have some re-signings, and we have a tough decision because Hunter Henry, we finally gave the starting nod because it just wasn't working out at the tight end position. A 4-year 40 is a decent bit, and we still have Jonnu, but he's kind of on par for a potential superstar development season, so I think we should try and just risk it. Michael Onwenu, that's not a great contract for us for a star dev. I'm only going to give him a 3-year deal for star. For a normal dev, I'm only going to give him a 3-year deal. Kyle Duggar, a little bit of an old starting rookie, but We'll give him a 3-year 20. Kendrick Bourne, I don't know how well he's playing, but if he's not playing super, super well, I think we'll just let our little experiment go. And it's a pretty good season, to be fair. That is actually a really good start to, well, it's halfway through the season. It's a pretty good season. I'm going to give him a deal. 2-year 8 is totally fine. Totally fine by me. Even if he has to be a backup. That's not bad. And then Cam likely gets a contract, but we'll wait. Headed to the playoffs after a 5-11 season, and let me tell you, what a surprise. 13-3. I really didn't feel like we made the team that much better this season, but apparently we did, as, of course, we crushed it. Rashawn Gary and that X-Factor pass rusher we grabbed, though, may be the reason, because that obviously adds to a lot for the defense. Cam Newton's a potential MVP. He looks to be an X-Factor. We're re-signing him. And it doesn't matter who the running back is here. We just suck. I don't understand. Run game is just terrible. Rondale is obviously a superstar. Kendrick looks to be a star. Henry was really good. Probably not superstar good, but good enough. O-line was outstanding. Sack total, 17.5 for Mr. Decker. 17.5 as a rookie in a a hybrid defense. I don't even know. Rashawn Gary was great. Pinkston was pretty damn great. We could see DevOps for Gary and Pinkston. Almost put Decker, but I forgot he's already X-Factor. And then Jonathan Jones could be superstar, unlikely though. Mason Logan with a really good year. Yeah, this is a very good season. Now, if we won the Super Bowl here, I would be shocked, but we definitely were a 13-3 team. We did really well as Cam Newton, MVP once again. MVP of the league. Rookie of the year is apparently Dante Collins. I don't see how. Jonathan Decker, defensive rookie of the year, obviously. Cam Newton, really solid. Aaron Jones is a Steeler. Running back, clear-cut not. Rondale was the best wide receiver. Kendrick was number 8. O-line at 3, 4 and 10. D-line at 2, really behind. Wow, Miles must have had a good season. Number 2, linebacker no. DB number 2, and obviously best kicker of the year is not one. Number 3. That is surprising. But we get the bye week. We're already headed to the divisional round. This team's juicing. Like quite literally, they may have to check us. Do I not have auto upgrading on? We're that good without auto upgrading on as well? Nice. 8 upgrade points. And even in the point of where you actually get upgrade points. This man don't even need upgrade points. I actually don't even want to upgrade him. He's so good, I feel like we're going to ruin him. Was he always this fast? I don't feel like he was that fast, was he? Oh, Lord. Maybe he can be number 1. I mean, he's doing well, whatever is, what's happening now, so I ain't even going to complain, but damn. All right, we're an 85 overall going against the 85 overall Bengals. They are only 8-8, but this team's obviously made a crazy come up, and they could honestly win it all right here, which would be, once again, absolutely shocking. I was expecting this to be a 5-year where we don't even make this Super Bowl, but maybe we got a shot. Maybe we actually got a shot. This team went off this season. I didn't change any of the schemes or anything like that because you got a wacky roster like this. I mean, I feel like it's only built for a team like this, maybe a few other in the league, but it's working, right? I mean, kind of. Of course, the Bengals did have to beat someone, so even though they're 8-8, they did have to win to get here. So I'm not liking that. That doesn't look good. A really good drive. Cam Newton and company. This isn't looking good. Make a stop. Damn. I don't want to come in and help the team, but if they need it, I feel like I need to. Up by 4. Come on, defense. There's no shot. I can't accept that. I can't accept that they did that. It has to be. It's by default a top 10 catch of all time or top 20, whatever. I'm just going to sim if we win. Sweet. If we don't, fair enough. I can't accept that to be the result. I just can't. And we will lose, so it doesn't really matter. And we do lose like I expected. Fair enough. If they want us to lose, that's cool with me. It happens. And, of course, they waste the spot anyways, losing to their division rivals, the Baltimore Ravens, and then Baltimore wins. So, basically, we're going to say that the Cincinnati Bengals gave their division rivals the win. Nice. Rondale goes up in dev. Henry doesn't. Bourne obviously goes up in dev. Cam goes up in dev. He played like an MVP. He's 35. Is it cheating to give him 88 overall? I mean, he should be in the 90s. Trust me, EA would not hesitate. And I'll pay him the 90 over 88 overall number as well. I don't care. But he's still this would be in your prime as a quarterback, especially after winning MVP. The only thing I could see people complaining about is the fact that for some reason Cam Newton seems to be glitched in Madden, where he's just an absolute god. But other than that, I don't see where the complaints could be legitimate. He obviously deserved it by numbers. And we have another extra. Okay, 89 overall. No, he's not. He's 88, and he gets scheme fit. Okay, 37K to upgrade. Don't worry about it. And for the defense, we had Decker was already an X Factor. Pinkston goes to star. Gary goes to star. Jonathan Jones goes to superstar. I think we gave him a 2-year, right? Regress, but still 2-year deal. Gives me some Titans vibes. Judon dropped hard. Can't even get rid of him yet, but like, how old is he? 32. I mean, I guess we're just going to say that it was a bust of a decision. I want Mr. Decker to play on right outside linebacker, but we can't. Like, he's just playing too good at right end. Winovich got cucked, apparently. Can we just put him at right out? Screw it. All right, so we can afford Cam Newton. I think this is another 2-year deal. 2-year deal worth $72 million. Glad we got the offer done. I am glad because you have been a god. Dalton Keene. Once again, I think this is Cam Newton working out like this. It could happen. It could happen. I mean, the Patriots usually don't give a guy that struggles another shot, usually, right? Like, they usually don't. Patriots are like a no messing around, no funny business team. So when they see something, then, maybe there's a shot. Of course, as far as free agency goes, Shaq Mason made free. I mean, you can see his overall didn't drop, and he went up in age, so actually went up in overall. But yeah, there's no one really here other than maybe Jeremy Chin that can really improve the team. Chin to Freese to middle linebacker, maybe. Should we? We'll offer something. We'll offer like a slight bit less. 4-year 34. Well, we do get Jeremy Chin, which is an absolute W because we can put him at middle linebacker now. Which, I mean, he'll be the automatic starter. Baron Browning's decent, but he'll be automatic starter. And, of course, Baron Browning needs a contract, so if Baron Browning's too much, we'll be kind of in the same boat as before. But obviously, guess we're going to let him rock a number. That's so strange, but I suppose we'll be in the same boat, but better in a way. Chin at 83 overall drops a little bit, but I think he actually, he makes sense at middle linebacker, of course. And that's pretty much that. All right, so obviously I want Patrick Surtain back, but I think we'll get him just straight up as a re-sign. It should be a little bit cheaper in the long run. And then with Chris Barmore, same situation. All right, so we have some decent players. As a quarterback, he's a mid-first, but something tells me he could slip. And if he does, I mean, even though we signed Cam to a 2-year, he's an X factor now. You gotta take him if he's there, right? You have to take him. Another kind of weak draft class, though, but let's see. Of course, he's not there. This guy is very high on my list. A 7.2 grade is hard to pass. Ash is hard to pass. Chris Grant is hard to pass. They talked about him being a very good player working up the board. I think if you go linebacker, you can go Percy Buckley, anyways. So I think we're going to move to like 7 or maybe 5 in the second round and then take the tight end. We can get rid of Jonnu finally. Finally, maybe not the right word because Jonnu's a great person, I imagine. 33, 97, and 99 to move to 33. That's not a bad play. We get a 3rd round next year from the Niners. That's not a bad trade from the Niners. 4th round picks don't really do me well. Hopefully that's not too far away. 6 is fine. That's a good play. The Niners just beat them by a little bit, and they take Ash. So good trade up because that was a guy I had on my list, obviously. So got to assume that's a decent pick. Tight end, you got to take him. Johnny Meadows looks way too good. 6'6". This is a top 10 pick in a user league. And that is, you can see why. Hidden development. Very fast, actually. Faster than I would have imagined. 4.6. He ran a 86 speed, 89 Excel. Once again, you can tell that it's kind of screwy because I believe combine grade-wise, that DN we took had a better combine than this. Yet, of course, because he's a DN, they're like, nah. You ain't getting no defensive tackle type to be running no 86 speed, 89 Excel, Donald on drugs type of play. Okay, dude, come on, man. He deserves it. We're probably sold with this, but we don't really need the pass rusher, so we don't need him, but guess who we're going to take? Chris Grant, super fast, got to take him. And another great player. I don't even know why I'm that excited because, that's it. I'm just saying, did we land ourselves another? Don't tell me we did it. Did we land ourselves another? I don't know. I'm just saying. This guy looks really good, but we've tried all these running backs. This guy's probably worth it, actually, but it'd be what it'd be. Late 4th. That wide receiver looks good. Percy Buckley. Percy Buckley's decent, but I think we could pass on him. Daryl Cheeks, though, late 4th. I think we're going to pass on the linebacker. Should we? Yeah, we'll pass on him. Screw it. Oh, we had 2/3. Maybe we shouldn't have. Either way, Daryl Cheeks. We need a wide receiver, late 4th. He looks decent. I mean, for one, he's not that great, but he's the best there was, so we're going to take him. And hey, wait a minute now. Hold up. He's actually not bad. This is actually a really good win. Of course, it doesn't matter in a user league because at the end of the day, user league, it's all about the traits and the athletic ability, because obviously you can pretty much develop anyone because it's not hard to develop offensive players. Now we have Adam Cash, who looks like a can't-miss player, but it's a lineman, so we'll find out. And you can't! How? How are we having this good of a draft? I'm sorry for yelling, but that's insane! Bro, the first hidden of the draft. Well, the rebuild anyways. Obviously not the draft. We crushed it. I mean, last draft, the X Factor is great, and he turned out really good, but yeah, I don't even care, dude. We can't lose. We can't lose. I'm trading up again. Well, not again, but I'm trading up. Yo, how are we doing these? I don't know what their devs are going to be, but that's insane. Give him a 4th round next year. I mean, we have a couple extra stuff. There we go. There's no way, right? There's not a hope. There's not a hope we pull this off. Who's this guy? We do kind of need on. We're probably going to trade up for that guy too. Morgan Jones. No way, right? And hey, he's a good overall. He's actually not a bad player. I mean, he won't be anything for us, but as far as as far as a rebuild goes, this is actually crazy. Let's go to the start of the 5th, trade up for him, get the fullback, and bing bada boom. That's the thing. Let's make sure he's actually there though, and he is. I do not know how we're doing what we're doing. I don't even think we need a lineman, but it's just like best available, right? Now, hopefully the guy doesn't go because I'm going to trade to Tampa because it's probably unrealistic to trade to the same team again. But here, 5th this, 5th next seems to be the case. There you go. If they take him, I don't know if I'll be mad because I don't know how good he's going to be. But, ooh, they took Baz Knight. Not bad. Jaden Blake, fast as hell. Yeah, it isn't going to last forever. Another really good player. These types are always they're always normal because honestly, once again, him being normal is probably actually a win, considering. I will say it's a little inconsistent for deving up linebackers, but they're still pretty decently easy. And now our fullback's gone. I guess we're going to take the only fullback on the board then. 67 overall, Garrett Hartman. Actually not bad. I'll take him. Yeah, suck it. We're number 22 as well. This guy's going to be a hero. He's going to be one of the fan favorites in New England. That's how it works. Last fullback in the room. Of course, a bunch of different things going on here. We did sign Hunter Henry. I mean, we're going to trade Jonnu. If we can afford to, we're going to trade Jonnu no matter what. But, I mean, you would. Even if you didn't want to, you would. You can say, oh, it's cheating. It's not. We were planning on doing it anyways. Chris Grant. I don't know where we're going to play this guy at all, but I mean, it helps to have another hidden, right? It doesn't hurt. And only star, but I mean, it's still a win. Do we have anything in the 50s? We still don't have anything in the 50s. Let's just go 96 for now, I guess. Mr. Cheeks, Daryl Cheeks. These types of players are almost always star development or less. Of course, we end up with the hidden, thankfully. And he is star. What's actually his traits, just for the hell of it? I don't think it matters. I think we've proven that in Madden. Ag, possession, run after the you never get ag, possession, and keep feeding balance trade. You can keep your run after the catch. I don't give a damn. Run after the catch, that's just RNG. It has nothing to do with how good a player is. Center, these guys are almost always star as well, and yeah, he's star. Does he have long hair? That's kind of cool if he does. And I don't remember if there was a player we would have wanted instead, and we took the decision. Oh, the linebacker, but yeah, it's too late now. Okay, I mean, I'm starting to believe a little bit. I mean, we kind of believe last season. We did really well, actually. We could get rid of Leonard. It's not worth it, though. Yeah, maybe it is. Yeah, we'll release Leonard. Now we'll keep him. A retrade Jonnu Smith for a 4th-round pick from the Eagles. All right, here we are heading into Season 4. We actually had a really impressive team and season last year. I will say wide receiver is kind of lacking around here. At least they finally have a true number one. I guess to be fair, they have a really good wide receiver and tight end. This is literally kind of like better version of the Gronk, Edelman, well, I guess Gronk, Welker team. So, I mean, this team has got the potential. It's the best line in football for sure. Running back's a little lacking, but it's still talentful. And then defense is obviously really, really solid. Surtain is, inserting himself into that role of being a true lockdown corner. Decker is like one of the best pass rushers in the league after only one season. I mean, this team looks really good. We already have a replacement for Winovich. I mean, I'm not saying this is the year because I feel like they are a little bit of a low overall, but we're on the right path for sure. We might be able to get a buzzer beater at Season 5. All right, those re-signings. Rondale Moore is still pretty fair of a contract. So we're going to go to 6-year. 7-year deals probably aren't super common. Another 6-year deal here for Surtain. We got some money. We got some money to spend. Barmore, that's a contract. I wouldn't want to put too much onto it, but a 4-year deal for 44 is worth it. Jonathan Jones may get another 1 year. We'll see. Drew Chrisman, one of the best, if not the best punter in the league. Give him a 4-year deal. Why not? Baron Browning, not asking for much. We'll give him a deal. I mean, really, this team's, downside would be us not getting another wide receiver and Cam Newton either just regressing completely out of being good enough or just, retiring in general. So, I mean, this it's a really good team. All right, headed to the playoffs, and we also had a breakout last second. We still get the bye week, and wow, failed again. Man, running backs just aren't doing well here. Of course, 12-4 season, a little bit worse than last year, but still really good. Just a solid season. Lost a couple near the end, which is not a good sign probably. But another bye week. Could it be the year? I don't know. Cam Newton, 44 touchdowns, 5 picks, 4,600 yards. I mean, he's actually a legitimate glitch. Dante Collins, I guess, is another running back soon. Kendrick Bourne could be a superstar as he kind of went off. Rondale, doubt he's an X factor, but a good season. Same with Henry. Cheeks, kind of a Cheeks. See, I'm not going to say the rest of it. Johnny Meadows, meh. What else do we have? O-line, worse than last year, but still really good for Madden Sim. Chin, 112 tackles, 4.5 sacks. Pass rush was way worse this year, though, without a doubt. Picks, about even. Yeah, I mean, it was a worse season for sure, but we still got the bye week in the AFC. Lost MVP by an inch for Cam. Cheeks was Rookie of the Year still, apparently. Best quarterback was Cam Newton. And we still won some awards. We still, competed for some awards. Can we compete for a ring? That's really the thing. We're on to the division already, going up against the Colts. We also just bought our final traits, other than like kicker, punter, but all the traits that kind of matter. 88 to their 91. So, I mean, our overall is not super great here. All right, the Colts apparently have Zach Wilson. Must not have worked out with the team that actually drafted him. 7-all, 14-7. 14-10. Ooh, 14-17. Ooh, Colts are doing well. Nice little bounce back there, though. Start of the second half, up 3, tied up now at 20. 7 points down the field. Fourth quarter's kind of close. Defense is trying its best, but man, offense is trying. Oh, I want to come in. Oh, they got it? I guess there's nothing to come in for. Defense tried its best. Offense just drove down, failed, drove down, failed, drove down, failed. And now we're slow simming at the worst possible time. 3rd and 10. They convert. Does it look like a stop? And they went for it. I suppose that's a pretty realistic move. Are you serious? You need like a first down. We lost. Season over again. Oh, defense. Please, offense. You're good enough to win. What? Punted. What? Where was the punt from? The Indianapolis, in perfect weather from the 36, you punted. Huh? And there's the GG. I don't understand. I nodded. I don't understand. From the 36, I'm about to go in as the Patriots on all freaking Madden and attempt a 36-yard field goal. If we don't get it, the Colts get the win. I hate backing out, but what is sim? If we miss it, I will give them the force win straight up. I'm not good at kicking, like at all. You guys probably know that though. Like Kendrick Bourne looking kind of small there. Get fight. We're so close. I'll kick it from the 37. That's how much balls I have. I'm going to choke this, aren't I? Oh, well, 8-mile-per-hour wind against us. I'm kicking it anyways. That really didn't feel like all Madden, I'll be honest. I'm just saying. 8 miles per hour against me. Against me. And I will back. Well, actually, let's just see if we get lucky with the sim. Don't have to, like, actually back out and force win. Which we will, because, you know, it's EA. I think it's fair. I even gave it an extra yard. We kicked against the win. For all we know, it was with, which I highly doubt it, to be honest. But you never know. It'd be EA. And, like, this team just does not want to win, huh? I mean, the Colts are a good team, and they probably do deserve to win. But in that situation, why are you not kicking there? Also check that it was on all Madden. I'm pretty sure it was. It was on all Madden. I guess I could have easily made an edit point at some point, but it was on all Madden when we started the stream. I haven't changed it since. But it really did feel slow, I ain't gonna lie. Like, it feels... well, to be fair, it is next gen. But it feels faster... literally in our Rams league, which is on All Pro, I believe. I can't remember, to be fair. But here we are going against the Ravens. All of this drama, all this, people arguing if this was cheating or not, all for nothing because we're going to lose anyways, so don't worry about it. All right, going to the end of the game. Baltimore off to a really good start. I'm just laughing because I just don't feel like we're going to win this. It's just such a low shot. 14-10, 14-13, 21-13. Ooh, nice field goal before half. Not looking too bad. 31-13. Surely the Patriots, yeah, they're going to hold on. And wow, they got smacked. 52-13. Oh my. What a win. Wow, 6 touchdowns. That is absurd. Hey, we ran for over 3.3 yards per carry. I didn't even know that was possible. Nice. And he had a really... oh, he's player of the game. Ooh, maybe Rashawn. Maybe Cam. I mean, there's a lot of player of the game candidates in that one. As we move on to... is this the Super Bowl? And it's against the Packers. Do we have any dev-ups, actually? 85 overall. I thought we didn't deserve to be here. Jeez. I mean, we don't, probably, but a lot better than they are. Dev-ups. Bourne is now a superstar. So, Kendrick Bourne seems to be a decent move. Route technician. Wow, that's kind of sick. No dev up for the tight end. Defensively, Chin is a superstar, and I believe that to be the only dev up on the team, right? I don't imagine any of the other ones were. Superstar for him, and yeah, that's pretty much it. In Atlanta, we see this stadium a lot. It seems like year 4 is kind of the magical year. I don't know if that's just how long it usually takes to reverse the AI's decisions or what's the story, but it's always the year, isn't it? 10-0, not a bad start. Green Bay bouncing back with a nice touchdown, though. It's never over till it's over, obviously this early specifically. And up by 10.5. That's a good sign. You gotta score there. That could be the game. Ooh, touchdown. Maybe it isn't. As Green Bay just can't score, they get a touchdown. Never mind. A field goal. Nope, it's a touchdown. And as we all would love to see it, another Super Bowl for the Patriots, of course. You know, as of late, I can't really even say as of late because it seems like their success hasn't been that long because it hasn't been. But, you know, as of last season, as the season was starting, everyone's kind of thinking, whoa, that's a pretty bad team. One of the worst teams. I mean, not even one of the worst. Probably the worst roster they fielded in multiple decades. But here they are back on top already. I guess we'll kind of evaluate the moves. Oh, it's Jordan Love at quarterback for Green. Whoa. I guess to be fair, it's like 5 years down the line, technically. 4, 5, I don't know. But evaluating the moves, obviously, re-signing Cam was a great decision. The only thing that could have done better is maybe get like a 4-year instead. Running back, they need someone because it just doesn't work out, apparently. The 2 tight ends. Of course, Madden's not going to, value a 2 tight end system in like any scheme. But since both of them were pretty good when they both were in as their, number 1 seasons respectively, I'd say by Madden's definition, it's going to be a pretty lethal attack for New England this upcoming season. Bourne worked out. Nelson Aguilar wasn't actually that bad, but it didn't work out as much as Bourne. And then defensively, Mills, it really wasn't that big of a deal. The D lineman, not a good decision. Vanoy was just a cap burden. So the offensive moves seem to be really good. Defensive, maybe not so much. Cam Newton crushes it. Dante Collins over 4. That's literally the first. I mean, obviously there was probably games where they were over 4 yards per carry, but that's the first time we personally have seen over 4 yards per carry or even close to that. Henry went off, of course, did the backup tight end Johnny Meadows. You got a couple of catches. It is what it is. It's something. Rashawn Gary, Jeremy Chin, and Baron Browning with sacks. Molden and Clark combining for 1. Jonathan Jones got a pick right before he's let go. Mason Logan, please. We had to prove to the people that you, what is it called? That you could hit a 53-yarder. We had to do it manually, and I'm terrible at kicks. You already know that. But that is going to be the realistic rebuild of the New England Patriots following all of their free agent moves. Of course, I don't think they have much. I think they have like 10 mil or less remaining, right? Like that they can spend. Maybe I'm completely off on that, but they spent a lot of money. That's all I can tell you. They spent a lot of money. Some moves I really like, some moves I don't. We'll see how it pans out. What do you guys think in the comment section below? Maybe as a Patriots fan, let me know what you would think, because I mean, I feel like there's got to be a lot of mixed, I wouldn't say messages maybe, but a lot of mixed like feelings about it. Judon, I forgot about that. That wasn't a good move in this universe. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. What moves did you like? Did you like all of them? Did you hate all of them? Are you 50-50 on some or whatever, as a Patriots fan or just an NFL fan? Let me know in the comment section below. Anyways, that is going to be our realistic rebuild of the New England Patriots. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. Second channel, PK Plays, twitch.tv/Jeromepkr for streams, which we did 4 hours last 2 days. And we'll probably have another 4-hour stream tonight around 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. Regardless, thanks for watching. Also, maybe second channel will have something. I don't know. Regardless, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya! How is he going to tie this to the boat? This is the new boat. Kid, that's your boat. This is my boat. Tree in one arm, fat bitches in the other. What? Like, this is the definition of me bringing in, like, a 12-pack of soda into the house. I'm a child, I explore. Oh, he's got tattoos. This kid's freaking wild, and someone needs to put this kid in the Scared Straight program. That just looks like Uncle Tim when you're, like, taking a bath. Uncle Tim, get out! I'm naked! That's the best part. I'm not gonna... No. Whoa!
Found it. Slow down, boy.
That's what we're hunting?